Hi there, Coach Julien here. In this video, I'm going to explain to you which are my favorite Canadian dividend stocks and how I selected them. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Julien Regoli, CPA, CMA, finance coach. In my channel, I talk about 3 topics: how to save money, 2 is how to invest money, 3 is how to think about money. I firmly believe that anyone can take control of their finances and start paving their way to financial freedom. You don't need to be a math whiz. You don't need a finance degree. It's not complicated. There's a lot of people out there that want you to think it's complicated, but it's bullshit. All you need to do is understand certain key concepts and apply them, and you can be well on your way to financial freedom. So if this is the kind of topic that interests you, sign up to my channel, hit the bell button. You'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. So today's video is about the best Canadian dividend stocks out there. Now, first let me tell you how I selected my favorite Canadian dividends. And let me just say that it's not just about the dividend yield. I've done that mistake. I chased the highest paying dividend stock out there only to get burned on the share price. So I bought it and then the share price started to dive, or there's some where the dividends were cut. So don't just chase the high yield. And I'm going to share with you how I select my favorite Canadian dividend stock. The first criteria is I want at least 4% dividend. The next thing I look at is I'm looking for a stock with a PE ratio, a price over earnings ratio of 15 or less. A share that has a low PE ratio has a low price in relation to its earnings. Third thing I look at is the market capitalization of the stock has to be over 250 million. So the next thing I look at is the revenue trends. What I like are companies with a revenue trend that is going up. You want to look for a business that has an upward trend in cash flow from operations. The cash flow from operations, it's how much cash is the business generating from its operations. If dividends have to be paid, the business has to generate cash. And finally, I look at the share price history. So I try to avoid things that are too volatile. So those are the criteria. And now I'm going to share with you my top Canadian dividend stock picks. So the first one here is Algonquin Power Utilities Corp, AQN.TO. What I like about this one is obviously it's got a good dividend yield of 4.4%. PE ratio on average over the last 5 years is 23, so almost 24, and it's sitting at 9 right now. So its price in relation to earnings is very low compared to the past. Blue line here is the revenue. You can see that it's trending well. Net income too. See the red line here is net income. That's trending up. Assets are trending up. Shareholder equity as well. The cash flow from operations are pretty good. Just last quarter went down a little bit. In general, over the last few quarters in the last 5 years, it's been trending pretty well. So the next one is WPT Industrial Real Estate Investment Trust. So this is one that is in the real estate sector. It's a real estate investment trust, as it says. You can see that the dividend yield is 4.39%. The stock price trend I love. In terms of P ratio, it's sitting below 7, which is really good. Let's see in relation to its past. You see the average over 5 years is 9.6. Then if I look at revenue trends, the blue line again is the revenue. Look at that, it's just ramping up. So is net income, the red line. Also assets are going up, and you can see that cash flow from operations is doing very well. The next one is insurance company, Great-West Life. Here we're looking at dividends of 4.7%, P ratio of 10.3, average is 12, so at 10 it's below its 5-year average. In terms of revenue trend, you can see the blue line is going up, assets are going up, and also the cash flow from operations. IGM Financial ratio, has a dividend yield of 5%, P ratio of 13.3, and that's a little bit above average. Average over 5 years is 12.38. Revenues are trending up. Same thing with assets, and you can see that the cash flow from operations also. This is a mutual fund company. They sell mutual funds, and so you can see that mutual funds make a lot of money, and this is why I prefer ETFs. And this is one of the reasons I do not buy mutual funds, is they make a lot of money on investors. The next one is Power Corporations of Canada. It actually holds part of Great-West and IGM, the last two that we looked at. It's got really good dividend, 4.7% dividend. P ratio right now is sitting at 10.9. Its average is 11. If we look at revenue trend, it's trending nice. Assets also and cash flow from operations are trending very well too. The next one is in the grocery business called Northwest Co. They operate in rural areas of Canada and also in the United States. It's headquartered in Manitoba. Dividend yield is slightly under 4%. The average P ratio of the last 5 years is 17.8, and so at 12.5 it's well below its 5-year average. It's got a positive upward revenue trend. Assets are going up as well, and the cash flow from operations are looking good. Finally, this is a company that mines iron ore. It's got a really good dividend. Look, 7.34%. P ratio at 10.8, and that's slightly below its 11.47 5-year average. So in terms of revenue, again, the blue line is trending up. Cash flow from operations, if I look at 2016, it was at 55, and now it's at 207 million in the last quarter. So that's looking good. My own concern with this one is that it's pretty volatile. So just be aware that this is going to be a little bit of a volatile one, and it's really at its all-time high. So there you go, folks. Those are my favorite Canadian dividend stocks. I tend to prefer ETFs. ETFs are well diversified and eliminates a lot of the company-specific risk. Just be aware that there's a lot of ETFs out there. I have videos on my favorite ETFs, so take a look at those. I have a video that explains the difference between mutual funds and ETFs and why I prefer ETFs. I also have a video on the lazy portfolio strategy. For those of you who don't have time to manage your investments, yet you want to do it by yourself. The lazy portfolio strategy is a great way to set up a portfolio on autopilot with minimum maintenance. So take a look at that. Folks, I hope you liked the video today. If you did, hit the like button. That's much appreciated. If you want to book a free one-on-one, free for a limited time, I'm consulting with people. You can find the link to do that in the description of the video. And guys, sign up to my channel because I got more videos, more content, more favorite stocks and ETFs coming up. So sign up, hit the bell button, and be notified whenever I upload new content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around real soon.